Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to say thanks for those who have liked and subscribed so far. It means a lot to me and does a lot for the channel. Before we get started with the video today, I wanted to take a quick moment to give a shout out to Oben, who is 7 years old. After watching my last video of the Galactic Explorer, he felt so inspired he drew 3 different versions of it. Please give him a round of applause, he did a great job. Keep it up, Oben. In this video, I'm drawing a neo-traditional / new school wolf. This was actually a suggestion from ChatGPT, so I took the challenge. And it was a challenging piece for me, I'd say. This was only my second time drawing a wolf, so I wasn't too thrilled to jump right into it. Additionally, I am still new to the neo-traditional style for tattoo designing, but I'd like to think that I stayed pretty true to the foundations. I started off with finding a reference of a wolf that was in a threatening stance. Once this was established, I placed my reference to the left of my canvas and started drawing basic shapes to get a feel for the shape of the head. As you can see, I added a tongue to the concept since I figured it would be a great addition. You will notice later that I did end up changing it as well as the mouth. There are a lot of new school pieces that incorporate some form of smoke, flames, or gleams from the eyes of an animal, and that was something that I wanted to work with and incorporate. I did struggle to find a good placement for these flames, but I do like how they evolved throughout the drawing. I had to adjust a lot of the anatomy throughout this piece as I modified certain aspects. That is the nature of this beast of drawing. Sometimes the reference or even reality doesn't end up lending credence to the ultimate mood you want to capture, so that's why I'm adjusting the eyes, ears, and mouth a bit. The fur was a big deal to me, and honestly, I almost trashed the entire drawing because I don't have a lot of experience with drawing fur, and it was irritating me so much at this time, but I'm glad I trusted the process because it came out nicely in the end. I messed around a lot with the expression because I wanted it all to look and feel pretty fierce. This was also around the time I started feeling like I may need to change the mouth. It took me a while to get a feel for how I wanted the mouth to be. I tried to keep it closed for a majority of the conceptual phases, but you'll see later that I ended up opening it. This was the point where some of the concepts started clicking for me, and I started to feel like this was a direction I wanted to go in. Usually I have these moments with every drawing that I do, too. It's a strange process where I'm not really invested in finishing a piece until I hit a moment during the sketch that I end up vibing with. That moment I ended up vibing with was around this time when I changed the whisker portion to a more new school translation of whiskers. It's not the realistic hair follicle dots with whisker lines protruding. It's more of an interpretation and exaggeration of the area, which I feel was a fun, stylistic implementation for the whole piece. This is also when I opened the mouth, and I knew this is what I wanted to run with. Around this moment in time during the drawing, I started to feel like I knew this was the direction I wanted to go in. So I created a new layer and drew neater lines for when I ultimately start the final version. In the upcoming minute or so, you'll see me experimenting with different details and concepts. With my concepts in place, I started to line the drawing for the final version. Thank you guys once again for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you have any ideas for any upcoming videos, please drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.